Oh my gosh! Hello, welcome to Announcement Thursday.
Announcement Thursday.
It is, and we are closer to the at 2:00. We're not too far off.
And I guess, as you can see on the screen, you can blame Aaron for the for the hurt.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You know, the audio guy. He's just,
Well, you got him on the drums last night, so he just doesn't know what he's doing today.
Man, talk about a service last night.
That was awesome.
Holy cow!
Good afternoon to you, Kelly Tillis.
Yes.
And any of you others that are watching, we want you to
Tell us. We can see.
Yeah, we
where
want you to
where
let
you're
us
at. We can't see where you're at. We can see we can read the location that you tell us. We're not Big Brother like some of these other tech stuff.
You can tell us where you're.
Yeah, you
where
can
you're
tell
at,
us. But yeah, I mean, service last night.
Absolutely.
Holy smokes, man! I'm telling you, if you do not come on Wednesday nights, you are missing a remarkable time in church.
I mean, even though Sundays aren't like all stuffy and
no, there's something
Wednesday
different.
Wednesday seems a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more, just kind of flow.
And a lot of people, listen, this is the first year that I've had middle school sports, so my life is crazy.
Right. Yeah,
and it would be easy, not necessarily me because I work here, but it would be easy to be like, oh, gosh, I'm tired. I'm just going to stay home. But I'm telling you, there is something that stirs your soul when you show up on Wednesday nights. Mm-hmm. So if you're not in on Wednesday nights, man, you need to come out to that.
Absolutely.
It's fantastic. Miss Tammy, man, she followed the Holy Spirit, didn't speak on anything that she had planned on speaking on. And, I mean, the altar was full.
Yep.
It was just a great time.
Yeah, Sandy, we agree. That message was powerful last night. And then Kenny got up to add on, and it was so appropriate.
So appropriate.
Fit so well. So
somewhere in the middle of all that, I just tried to stay in a vein with music. And you just... Chris is up there singing any song that we came up with is like, Lord, just help us get the lyrics right.
Right. The guys up in the nest were doing their work.
And props to Parker, because when I pulled Aaron off the sound to the drums for the final song, Parker had to dual roll it.
Yeah.
He did a great job. Parker is
He did. These guys support do a tremendous job.
Yeah. We couldn't do what we do without these guys.
Correct.
Just like this. We couldn't do this right here without Corey and Aaron sitting back there.
Right.
All right. Well,
we love you, fellers.
So get involved. And here's a way that we can get involved with something that is outside the walls of our church. We got hit with rain like crazy.
Yeah, the Cabot Creek area, Richard Creek area, Kelly's Creek,
Cedar Grove, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And so what we're doing is right now we have learned that the Union Mission is being very active on the ground, helping serve that area. And we are going to partner with them by taking up an offering, and all the proceeds of that offering will go to Union Mission to then go out and help. Because we have been asked at least once, because I saw it come through social media, asked about the food truck, because we did that 7 years ago, or whenever that Clendenin flood was. And while that's great, our truck is 7 years older.
Right.
We don't have a full-time, just straight up outreach guy.
Right.
That was my role back then. So it was like, man, just pack the truck, let's go. So in prayer and seeking the Lord, we felt like this was the best avenue for us to get involved. And you can do that by praying now till Sunday about what you need to give. What's the Lord laying on your heart? This is not your tithe.
Right.
This is the offering.
Right.
So don't forget to give your tithe. That's the Lord's.
Right.
Then this is offering. This is the above and beyond. But we would love to be able to bless them tremendously.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to say hi to Natalie. She popped in there. And,
I did see that.
Greeted us. This is, and it makes it a lot easier to do it this way, as opposed to having people bring cleaning supplies, or peanut butter, or these kinds of different things. Being able to give a monetary donation and then taking that and and recycling it to
Right.
Union Mission
Well,
makes it a lot easier.
Finding out where the need is. Because when we did that in Clendenin, the food was great, like preparing food.
Right.
And then that became a drop-off spot for cleaning supplies, and people were bringing it, and then it became this long line. People also brought clothes,
Really?
which sounds good in theory,
Yeah.
but when your homes have been destroyed and you don't even have a place to put those clothes,
right, yeah.
like that's kind of a few weeks down the road, not the here and now. They needed bleach and mops and buckets and
Right.
and then we were like, people were like, "Hey, what are you gonna do with all these clothes?" I'm like, "I didn't bring them."
Yeah.
I mean, people they're like, "What do you mean?" I just brought the food, and so I'm going to pack up what I brought, and I'm going back to St. Albans. I don't know. So this allows us to get the hands into the people who are there now, will be there for the duration, or at least for the next little bit, seeing what the need is, and then being able to go out and buy the supplies or buy what is needed to make
For sure. With them being there, they know exactly what people are
Sure.
needing. You know, whether it be cleaning supplies, whether it be, money or whatever they're able to get. Because you think about folks that are in these areas that aren't normally hit by water of that nature, who may not have like flood insurance.
Yes.
And these kinds of things. So it's a big need. So pray about it and come Sunday with your offering to give to these folks to help out.
So, moving on, another area this is like the best ministry period in our church, the quilting ministry.
Yes.
And they have exploded, a good explosion, and grown their house. Did they grow their house? They didn't grow their house. They grew. He grew the tree, but they put an addition onto theirs. They additioned to their house. But we're having an open house for them, not this coming Sunday, but next Sunday,
September 10th.
right after service. Go up and check it out. And if you like to quilt, or thought about quilting, or maybe you used to quilt and didn't know that there was a way to do that, this is your chance to just go see what they offer. But everybody should go up and check it out. I think there are some snacks.
That's what I heard. Cookies.
I heard there are cookies.
September 10th. And if you like cookies and quilts, go check out the open house after service on September 10th. It's really cool because the quilts that they make do have a purpose and a meaning.
Oh yeah,
for babies in the NICU and other folks that are needing some comfort. That's
sure,
really what they're about. They're about comfort.
My nephew got one right after he was born. He had some things and had to have surgery, and Corey and I, Corey's brother married my sister-in-law, so we have a mutual two nephews and a niece now. But our first nephew, Nash, he received one of these quilts. Nice. And then Quilts of Valor is also another area.
Yeah, and that's probably one of the most moving services we have.
Agreed.
Bringing
all those
veterans come in, and service members that have been nominated for quilts. It's pretty amazing.
It is
pretty amazing.
So check that out, September 10th, and then moving to September the 13th. That is a Wednesday, I believe. We are hosting a blood drive.
Yes.
Did you ever get blood?
It's been a long time if I have.
It becomes a challenge.
Yeah.
I see how fast I can give it.
Really?
Can I beat the guy on the table beside me?
So how do you do that?
Well, especially if they're down before me, I see if I can get up before them. Because it's just at your pace. You got this little ball that you're squeezing. So it just depends on blood flow. Okay. And it becomes a challenge. I'm like, come on, man. And I see if I can get up before the person who went down before me.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you get up too quick, though.
Depends. I had the first time I ever gave blood. Now I've never passed out. Knock on wood. I've never had any issues. But the first time I gave, I was a senior in high school, and back then, I don't know what it is now. It was a fad to wear to go to Goodwill and buy clothes.
Okay.
So this guy had a shirt on that had somebody else's last name on the back because it was a Goodwill shirt. And he looked at me and went, "Joey, will you sing to me?" And I'm like, "No, that's weird."
Yeah, fake?
No, he's like, "Joey, sing to me." And I said, "No, man, that's weird." And then he glassed over. like completely out.
So he didn't even get up.
Gone. Dude was out.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, so they give him the smelling salt, take the needle out of his arm. He rolls over and he starts to have some things go on up here.
Yes.
And because the name on because his shirt had a name on it, they were like, I'll never forget. The name on the shirt was Swanson. They're like, it's all right, Mr. Swanson. I'm like, that ain't even his name. That's the wrong name. But you can give, but listen, don't call us about giving.
Right.
If you want scheduled, you can contact the American Red Cross. They even have an app for that. But you can sign up. I believe Joni already did that. She told us this morning. She said, I'm already signed up. So you can do that. But that is here in the Family Life Center, September the 13th. If you have any questions, contact Frank Tettenburn.
Tettenburn, number one. Or you can go to redcrossblood.org.
Yes. I recommend contacting Frank. That would be awesome.
And when you contact him, say, I hear you're number one.
Yeah. Except he has not been good for the first song the last 2 Sundays. Right? So that's Frank. Yeah. So but redcrossblood.org or download the app or contact Frank.
And you can be like Timmy, who
Timmy signed up. Boy,
so
Timmy.
way to go, Timmy.
Timmy saving lives.
Again, we want to know if you're watching. We're reminding you there to contact Frank.
Yes.
And maybe one of these weeks we can have Mr. Tettenburn in.
We should.
We need to have Mr. Tettenburn.
Yeah, we should.
I'm calling him Mr. because he's number one. So
he's about to get demoted.
He's about. So Red Cross Blood.
Even saying he says call Frank.
Everybody that's watching right now.
Yes.
Just go ahead and type in
call Frank. Call Frank.
That way we know you got the message. All right. Coming up on September 15th. Do you have
Kelly, now come on. We're trying to be good. Kelly's on the know. We got his number. I will not divulge that information live on the internet.
Right. September 15th.
September 15th, yes.
Is Silver Stars Train Ride.
Yes. It's
$175.
And it's all due now.
It's all due when you sign up. You can do so via the Church Center app.
Yes.
Or at the front desk when you walk in live on Sunday mornings.
That is correct. Going to be a good time.
Yeah, not going to get to take that one because that is the old anniversary. 5 years.
Good call. Well done.
Not going to do that.
Sign
but you
up.
can.
But that is the Silver Stars event for September.
Correct.
So if you enjoy going to Silver Stars, that's it. There won't be the normal Thursday
dinner. Right. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So September 15th, mark that on your calendar. If you haven't signed up, you missed the early bird, but you still get to be a part of that great event. They're going to do some museum tours and a train ride and dinner theater. $175 a person. Due when you sign up. Again, Church Center app or in the lobby.
And this one's exciting. We are about to launch a series, Living in an Imperfect Home. We actually did this series, 10 years ago maybe. I'm not even sure if Corey was on staff when we did it. We built a physical home,
2012.
crooked, on the stage.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
By God's grace, y'all pray. We're praying we have our screen, and Corey can build it digitally.
There we go.
That's what we'd like to see. But nevertheless, we are having our Imperfect Home series. It's starting September the 17th. It is a 6-week course or a 6-week series on Sundays. All of the ministries will be doing it.
Nice.
So Bethany has been working with Pastor, and Alyssa's been working with Pastor. It will be across the board. Obviously, especially with kids, it'll topics and the theme is we're trying to stay in the same vein. But with kids, they're not going to completely get all of it. But let's be honest, man. We all live in an imperfect home. Everybody's got room for growth, and so we'll start with the foundation and blueprints, and then we'll build the house together.
Nice.
And by the end of it, hopefully, our family units. And here's the thing about family. And this is where a lot of people will look at this and go, I'm a single person. Mm-hmm. You're still part of a family.
Right. Well, I mean,
you're somebody's daughter,
yeah.
You're somebody's
right.
son, and if you attend church, you're a part of the body of Christ and that local body. So don't think, well, this doesn't apply to me. Yes, it does.
Right.
Yes, it does. So mark your calendars. Invite people to this thing. I'm telling you, we had the last time we did it, Bethany and I invited her high school best friend, and her husband lived down the street from us. And they were hitting a rocky patch because they didn't have a Jesus-centered life. And we just thought, well, let's invite them. Mm-hmm. And they started coming. He got delivered from alcohol addiction. I mean, he would tell you that. Gave his heart to Jesus. Their marriage was restored.
Awesome.
He became the office manager here for 2 or 3 years.
Wow.
I mean, it's remarkable. So we've seen God move through this. Now, it won't be the exact same series.
Right.
Obviously, the Lord will speak to pastor in different ways and whatnot, but to bring the family together, your home nucleus and our church.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We've
that
seen
starts on September the 17th, and you'll hear all kinds of stuff about living in an imperfect home.
Yeah.
The M.
The M perfect home.
Yes, for sure.
So that's going on, and then we've got the farmer's table. Have you eaten anything? Did you get any?
I have not
Chris!
been able to. People beat me to it.
That is a sad day.
It is a sad day. There were some things I think on the table last night, but I didn't really get a chance to
get over there.
Yeah, so
Chris is popular, so everyone wants to talk to him. So
No.
he doesn't make that.
No,
You're a people person. You're out like me, chatting, talking, man, making
Right.
connection. But if you have anything that you want to bless people with, you can bring it. Or if you are like us, and you
would
do
just want
not
to bring it to us specifically.
Right. Hey,
Write this
listen
down and
here.
hand it to us.
Right.
We'll take it.
Because he's got a hibachi style grill, man.
do.
He will use the fresh veggies.
I do. Yeah.
But that is also, you may walk past that table and think, well, what's that for? Well, take something.
Yeah.
If you see something you like, it's for you to take. But you do have
I
to
think
bring.
last night I saw some squash on there, and why I didn't walk over there and
I'm
take
not a
advantage
squash
of that.
fan. I'm not.
So there's a great way to do it, and that's the way what we've got to do on one of these things is actually do a cooking segment. We really need
A
to
cooking
do
segment,
a cooking
yes.
segment.
And then we'll do one in the spring because it'll get a little cold. We'll do one with Corey on how to smoke meat.
Yes.
That
Corey
sounds
knows how to
exciting.
11-hour stream.
Huh?
11-hour stream.
Yes.
Yeah,
11-hour stream.
We can.
Yes.
Sandy
Sandy
yes.
said
There we
she
go.
got a witness.
Real quick on your squash, if you're not a squash fan, this is
Okay.
a really good way to do it. You just take yellow squash and slice it, and then take Parmesan cheese, like the not the sprinkle stuff that you put on pizza,
the real
but
stuff,
the real shredded Parmesan cheese, and you roll it in. You put that with panko, and take your squash, olive oil, salt and pepper, and then roll it in the panko Parmesan mix.
Yep.
And then put it on a cookie sheet, put it in the oven, and bake it till it kind of gets brown. Turn it if you want, and when it's nice little golden brown, it's done, and it is addictive.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Look at this guy.
Yep.
I don't even know half the ingredients that he said, let alone eat it.
Well.
But hey, we'll give it a shot.
Yeah, go ahead.
But Farmer's Table, that is going on until September 17th.
Are you a Brussels sprouts guy like your wife?
No. Oh. Green beans, corn, and
Dr. Pepper.
and Coke and Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
I'm the guy that goes to the Chinese buffet and gets the meat out of the broccoli chicken. I get a chicken and broccoli. I get the chicken and leave the broccoli for the person
What
behind
is
me.
wrong with you? I mean,
I just can't. I struggle. Uh-oh.
the friends that I keep.
I mix it with potatoes. See, look, onions, peppers,
But-
butter, and
for
fry it.
real.
Oh.
For real.
Yeah, corn, cucumber. Now, see, Kelly, corn, cucumbers, tomatoes. I do like some tomatoes. I do like some, and I do like some cucumbers.
You ever had a tomato mayonnaise sandwich?
Yes, actually I have.
And a little pepper. There we go. Those are the way to
that
do
I
it.
can handle.
That's the way to do it. Or a biscuit. Nice homemade buttermilk biscuit with a tomato and some mayonnaise on it.
And well, then you throw some lettuce and bacon on that, and then you got a glorious experience.
Oh yes, for sure.
Susie's BLT biscuit.
Yeah.
Oh,
right now
makes me hungry right now.
Is it Susie's or Tudor's?
Susie's. Listen, everybody else is all about the novelty of Tudor's.
Okay.
But give me a Susie's BLT biscuit any day over a Tudor's. And I'm sorry to all you Tudor. I'm not sorry to you Tudor fan.
You ain't sponsoring this feed anyway.
Cholesterol City, I don't care.
We're making you hungry.
I am. Yeah. Yes, Kelly tell us Susie's all the way. But if you've not gone, I recommend. Maybe they'll give us a kickback if their sales increase.
I mean, you could call their biscuits more cat head biscuit than Tudor's. Tudor's is smaller.
Yes.
If you look at the difference between. Have you heard about Burger King? They're going to have to answer for the fact that they have reduced the size of the Whopper.
What?
Yeah.
Then it ain't the Whopper. Then it ain't a Whopper. If it ain't that, no.
At any rate,
I'm looking. I'm not being rude because we got Corey's got us a list right behind this camera of things to talk about, and one of them is the Ironmen. But Corey, I think I just got a text that may have been postponed indefinitely. I want to confirm that.
You can confirm that. We'll let you. Young Adults Meet. Corey and his lovely wife are ahead of that, and I've been doing some great things with the young adults here in the church who may be transitioning from youth to the main sanctuary, and kind of wanting to ease that transition a bit by getting with Corey and Kayla and enjoying some fellowship, and it's about sharing life. It's about Corey and Kayla willing to make an investment, because these guys have been invested in by the youth pastors for so long now. Corey and Kayla get to make an investment as they transition into the main sanctuary. I also celebrate recovery Friday evenings, I think that is.
Yes.
So make sure that you're part of Celebrate Recovery. You don't have to be in active addiction or anything of that nature to be part of Celebrate Recovery.
Yeah, hurts, habits, and hang-ups.
So if you just want somebody that you can find, what it's about is realizing that no matter who you are, you identify with somebody.
Yes.
And we all have hurts, hang-ups, habits, things that we want to overcome in our lives. And so that's what Celebrate Recovery is all about.
It is. I can't find that text to confirm. I will try with the Ironman. So, sound good?
And if you want to spend Saturday mornings with Frank Tettenburn.
Men's prayer.
And you can go tell him he's number one. Saturday mornings. What is that, 8 o'clock?
Yeah, maybe. I think that sounds right.
And if you want more information, you can call Frank.
This has been a great segment.
Yeah.
Call Frank. That's what we're going to call this announcement Thursday. Call Frank.
Or what we could do, because he's number one, we could make a segment of Ask Frank.
That's loaded.
Yeah.
That's loaded. Listen, the staff meeting today, they were like, when you looked and said, all right, what song y'all want to hear? They were like, are you kidding me? And I'm like, I didn't have anything. But here's what's funny. Whoever said
Father's House.
Father's House was dead on, because it totally went with the message. But it was in the key that, like, Good Lord is in, which, if you know anything about music, D flat is not a fun key to play in, and there's not a lot of songs in it. Both of those songs are in D flat.
Yeah.
So I didn't even have to change keys. Like, I'm like,
makes it easy.
And
I would encourage anybody out there. This is way far in advance, but last year during the Super Bowl, instead of watching halftime, we got a reel of like fails and bloopers, church bloopers, Maranatha, we didn't take anybody else's footage. It was all Maranatha stuff.
Yes.
So we weren't sitting there laughing at anybody but ourselves. Frank Tettenburn mostly, who's number one. So it looks like we're going to have a good real Frank Tettenburn.
Yeah, he has got 2 in a row the past 2 Sundays.
It's going to be fun to see how these guys edit that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
he thought his batteries in his mic were dead 2 Sundays ago. He picked up the wrong microphone.
Yeah. And then his earpads came off.
And he got locked in room 6 and couldn't get up the steps.
What'd you do? Get lost? Because there's so many ways back up to the sanctuary.
Yeah.
That
But
yeah.
hey, I love.
Oh
him.
yeah, Corey. Yeah, sure. You have Frank. Yeah, we know how you have Frank.
Yeah. See,
what's that knife you had? Where's that knife you had?
Yeah. But it's a good day.
So Sunday morning.
Yeah, man.
We're ready to greet you, whether it be in person, which we would prefer, but we know that there are folks that watch online as well as our St. Mary's campus.
Yep.
Whichever way you join us, make sure that you download the Church Center app and let us know that you're with us.
Yeah, check in
so that we can, not keep tabs on you or watch over you in any way. We just like to know who's participating and who's watching or who's attending in person. And if we miss you, we'd like to at some point be able to connect with you and reach out.
Absolutely.
For sure. So make sure you download the Church Center app. It's very easy to do. If you are coming in person and you haven't downloaded it, you can stop by the front desk and they can show you how to download that. And you can, if you don't have it or don't have your device on you, you can also stop at the information booth and sign in there.
Yes, you can.
So that's pretty cool. And you can also get more information about everything that's going on at Maranatha by downloading the Maranatha Messenger. So make sure you scan that QR code that's up on your screen right now, and it'll take you right there, and then you can sign up for that, and it will get delivered to your inbox twice
a month. Every 2 weeks. Yep.
So it's pretty exciting to be a part of Maranatha, and we'd love for you to be a part, not only attending church, but getting involved.
Absolutely.
There's always ways to get involved. Matter of fact, you guys were out as a staff preparing a way for folks to know who to get in touch with if they want to get involved in specific ministries. So that's pretty cool. Yep. We're taking those steps in order for folks to know how to connect. So we love you, and we want to see you Sunday, either in person or online. Have a great Thursday, rest of the week.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next Thursday.
Love you.